What's up everyone, welcome to round 12 here at SRL in tier 3 with having 12 drivers on the grid today. Not a lot of drivers, but we have our competitor for the championship lead. It's going to be Lunar Jedi, who is currently leading the championship standings. He is in front of Irma by 12 points. Irma really consistent on his drive, really looking to close the gap on Lunar Jedi, with Quoker being in P3 in the championship standings, followed by TGW in P4. A pretty big gap to Quoker, with TGW having 19 points behind, and the Constructor Championship are currently led by the Ferrari team, in front of the Mercedes team by only 10 points. So we have definitely a battle on our boards. It's looking to have a dry session, but not sure how the race conditions will be. So we're going to the grid today with Lunar Jedi in the Ferrari, starting on the medium compound. Yuri and Rob in the Alpines. Cheap Skills in... Oh, Yuri's already crashed out. So we have Cheap Skills in the Mercedes. Max Bell in the Alfa Romeo, looking to get his lap ready at the moment on that banker lap. Michael Tipp, really quick driver in the AlphaTauri. Apollo Aston, known by Lewis AGL, in the Ferrari as well. So the Ferrari team is really looking strong today. Damien in the AlphaTauri, the teammate of Michael. TGW in the Haas. Quoker Oat in the Aston Martin as usual. And Irma in the Mercedes. So we're going to have a look who is on the quick lap at the moment. Melly already aborting his lap, so we're going to stay on board with Cheap Skills. No, it's I think Rob already invalidated, so we're going to follow Max Bell on his first lap. Let's stay on board with the Alfa Romeo driver. It's good to be back at league racing. We had 2 break weeks, and now we're off at Mexico. A really tough track and really easy to invalidate your lap as well. No invalidation for Max as he runs wide into the fast S's. Now heading into the castle section. Now going to cross the line in with a 1:16.5 as the first driver to set a lap. Lunar Jedi is back in the pits. Well, Apollo Aston is 1.3 seconds away from Max Bell, and there goes Michael with a 1:16.2. And Rob is going to start another lap. Melly is going to cross the line. There goes Damien into provisional pole. So that's an AlphaTauri front row lockout at the moment, but we're going to stay on board with Cheap Skills. No purple sector for him, so let's see if he can manage to have a good sector 3. Let's see how he does. He's driving the Mercedes. The Mercedes team is really looking to grab some good points today. And he goes third fastest with 6 tenths behind Damien. But let's have a look at the P2 contender in the championship standings. Irma, he's looking good so far, picking up a small slipstream. No purple sector for him in sector 2. Can he attack the time of Damien? He's really confident taking those corners. Let's see if he can have a good last sector. He's driving a 1:15.6, and that's the professional pole time for Irma. A good lap from him, 2/10 away from Damien. Good lap. So Melly is still on a flying lap now. He had some warm-up laps, so let's see where he can end up. And so is Quoker, just starting his lap. So we're going to stay on board with the Alfa Romeo driver, Melly. No purple sector for him. So let's see if he can does well in the second sector. This is one of the tricky parts of the track. Oh, he already missed his braking point, but look at him. He just cuts the corner and not get invalidation. And he's just backing off his current lap. So we're going to stay on board with Quoker out on the medium tire. Where can he end up on those medium tire compound? Quoker out is now crossing the line, currently P3 in the championship standings. He's running a 1:17.5 and he is the best medium runner so far. And Melly is going for another lap. Really attacking those corners. He's already on 3-lap old softs. I'm not sure if it's the right choice for him to set a valid lap on those old tires. But Melly is looking very strong around those corners. Look at him. Really attacking those. And a purple sector too. 2.9 seconds up on his usual time, but will that be enough for that professional pole spot? He's almost crossing the line. He's looking very good so far. Melly goes to P4 on 4-lap old softs. Well, let's have a look at his teammate Max, currently in P6. He is really aiming for a podium today. Going through the S's and gets a purple sector 2, 5/10 up already on his time. But now sector 3 is a very tricky part. Oh, runs wide a bit, but kept it on track, and no, he did invalidate it. And Damien is going for his hard lap. Oh, runs wide already. He's just backing off. And TGW is going to start his lap. Lunar Jedi is waiting. And Quoker has improved his lap on the mediums. So will he be aiming for a start on the medium tire? Cheap Skills is going for a run. And what would Damien do? Damien is going in the pits. Well, Michael and Irma are starting another lap. Max Bell is also on a flying lap, so let's see where he can end up. No invalidation for him so far. Max Bell now almost going to cross the line with a 1:15.7, And into P2, only 85 hundredths away from the time of Irma. A good lap from Max, which resulted him into that provisional P2, the front row. He's aiming for that, and Irma is currently not up on his time. But will he be able to improve himself? No improvements for Irma. Michael has invalidated, really easy to invalidate your lap. And Apollo has just crashed out on that lap. And Lunar Jedi is going for a run on the mediums. The current championship leader, what can he do on those medium tire compound? And Michael is starting another lap. So we're going to stay on board with the AlphaTauri driver. He won, I think, 2 races this season. So he has the speed to compete. Let's stay on board with the 2-time race winner in this tier. He is not up on his time in Sector 1. Really looking good so far for him. And there goes Irma to a 1:15.5. He is improving by just small margin. Oh, Michael! Michael spun out and lost his entire front wing. And now Rob is already invalidating. But we're going to stay on board with the current championship leader, Lunar Jedi, on the medium tire. What can he do? Oh, he almost lost it. So, and he has someone behind. A small mistake from the Ferrari driver. And I'm not sure. Irma's not on a hot lap, so he's probably not. And Irma definitely wants to close up in this championship. But what will Lunar Jedi do? Will he go in the pits for those fresh soft tires? Yes, he will. And Damien is on a flying lap. He's currently almost a half a tenth up. No, he's not up on his time. So he will definitely go in the pits to try and have another go. Really close battle at the front, with Irma currently in provisional pole position ahead of Max, Damien and Mally. Mally's just backing off his lap at the moment. He's going to save up some rest for his last run. Just cutting the track, and Apollo is going for his lap. So let's stay on board with Ferrari driver. He's 2.3 seconds away and currently full tenths up in Sector 1. Oh, really taking it at a risk. Apollo Aston, known by Lewis AGL. Where can Lewis end up? Another invalidation for him. And he's not going to be happy about it. Well, Yuri has crashed out on. Let's follow Cheap Skills. He's currently improving. And Damien goes fastest with a 1:15.5. And Cheap Skills is improving as well. Well, let's stay on board with Cheap Skills. What can Cheap Skills do? Damien just improved pole position spot. Time for another lap, so it's going to be Cheap Skills just improving by a small margin. And we have 3 minutes remaining, and Michael Tip is now going to start his flying lap. The teammate of Damien won 2 races this season, and he has the pace. He just needs to get the good lap in. And Quoker improves as well, so a 1:15.7. But we're going to stay on board with Michael. Running number 13. A little bit of overstay out of that corner. But he got, oh, that's an invalidation, yeah, for sure. And Rob is going for another lap as well. Don't count out Rob. We all know that he can be quick on 1 lap pace. But he needs to focus on that race pace. Runs wide, but still kept it on track. And he is not improving his lap. But let's stay on board with Rob. He is now going to cross the line in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and he improves by 8 tenths, 1:59 into P5. And look how close the grid is from P1 to P6 within 5 tenths. And Rob, just don't retire on the track, please. Hopefully no one is. And Quoker is going for another lap. Runs wide. But Irma is starting his lap as well. And so is Max. And so is Melly. And Michael is improving by 2 tenths. And in front of him is TGW on the medium tire. But we're going to stay on board with Michael. What can he do? Can he improve his time? He is going to improve his time by 7 tenths. And that's a 1-2 for the AlphaTauri team. Only 27 hundredths away from Damien. And Irma, is he improving? He's now heading into the last sector. And Michael has just, oh, he invalidated. Oh no, not gonna help him. And Max is not improving as well. Will Melly be able to improve himself? Melly improves himself to P4. What a thrilling qualifying so far. Now let's stay on board with the teammate of Melly. Max Bell runs wide into the wall. Will he be able to improve himself? No improvement for him. And TGW is on his first lap. He is improving by... He's not improving. And Apollo is in P11. So he is going to start on the medium tire compound as well, I think. And this was a thrilling qualifying, but Michael is on track, but he's not close enough. So this will be Damien on pole position in front of his teammate. Really impressive stuff from the AlphaTauri team. Irma really close behind, 20 hundredths away from the AlphaTauri driver Michael, with Melly in P4. Really close from the Alfa Romeo team, and Quoker is really close as well. So we're going to have a great battle on track between the 12 drivers. So we have Damien on pole position, followed by his teammate Michael, Irma in P3, Melly in P4, Max Bell in P5, Quoker in P6, Rob is P7, Cheap Skills 8, Lunar Jetta on the medium tire compound in P9, TGW in P10, Apollo in P11, and we have Yuri who crashed out early in this session. I'm not counting out Yuri as well because Yuri has amazing pace. Let's see what he can do in the race. And will we have a dry session? Yes, we will have a dry session at least at the beginning of this session. So interesting what will be the strategy calls here. I think the soft runners will definitely go for the 2-stop because the hards are terrible around this track. So the AlphaTauri team is currently having a... Where are they in the Constructor Championship standings? Just picking up. The AlphaTauri team is in P4 and they have some... They are only 9 points behind the Alfa Romeo team. We have a formation lap back on. So we are going and we will see how the tires are at this beginning of stage of the race. We have the top 8 into the soft tire compound. Lunar Jetta on the mediums, TGW on the mediums, Apollo as well on the mediums. And Yuri is going full the attacking mode today on the soft tire compound. With Damien in the lead, Michael, his teammate, into P2. Really nice to see the AlphaTauris at the front. With Irma into P3, he can definitely grab points today compared to his title rival Lunar Jedi. We have both Alfa Romeos behind the Mercedes driver, and we have another title contender, still a title contender, Quoker Oat, who had some bad luck the last races, but now he's back into P6 and aiming for that podium. Now it's all about the race consistency. Rob is already spinning around on the formation lap. I'm not sure if you will be happy about that, but we're almost off on this round 12 race here in Tier 3. Damien is lining up on the grid. It's going to be a very tight battle. Who has the most straight line speed on their setup? We are very aware of what's going to happen here in Mexico. With Yuri lining up on the grid as the last driver who had a unfortunate qualifying. Now we are going, and with 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and they are off, and away we go here in Mexico with a good start from Damien, but also a good start from Michael. And will they go side by side into turn 1? I'm not sure if they will. Michael is definitely aiming to grab those positions. Look at Irma really taking the outside line like Verstappen did. And Quoker is already around. Lunar Jedi is also around. The 2 title contenders are already around on this track. And who are the best winners so far? We're going to see Irma winning 1 position. Michael has lost 2 positions. No damage for him. Max into P3 made up 2 positions. And Yuri is already winning 5 positions. So a great start from Yuri. And the Ferraris are around again as well. Not really happy about that, to be honest. But Damien is confident in the lead, followed by Irma. Max in P3, Michael Tip in P4. Last two positions, so he is definitely aiming to catch up at the guys in front of him. But look at Max, he is closing in to Irma. Putting on his ERS. Really looking to have some straight line speed here. Well, Irma is just cruising around. But will Max be able to get the move done? He's closing in. He goes to the inside now. Raking late, going side by side with Irma. No, not close enough to make the move. Irma closes the door, and now that will allow Michael to close in. He has the good exit. Michael will have a look on the inside now. He is closing in, but Max has straight line speed. Look at Michael. Side by side with Max Bell. He pushes Michael a bit wide there. Oh, side by side contact, and now we have Yuri already into P5. What an amazing start from Yuri. Already into P5, winning 7 positions. But look at the Alfa Romeo of Mali. He is really looking to have a go on Yuri. But he's not close enough. Yuri is definitely having the advantage on the fresh soft tire, because he started outside the top 10. And Damien has a confident lead of 1.4 seconds away from Irma. But Irma knows he just needs to focus to get those points and close up the gap to Lunar Jedi. But Yuri is closing in to Michael. Yuri also has some straight line speed, going 311 kilometers an hour. So that's good straight line speed from Yuri. Even with a filled tank. And Cheap Skills is right behind Rob. We have a little train ongoing between P4 to P9. Quoker had a little moment. He lost some position at the start. But let's have a look. Yuri is closing in. Picks up a track limit, I think. Oh, Rob has lost it. Rob is in the wall with Lunar Jedi. I'm not sure what happened. We have a VSC who has been deployed. A virtual safety car has been deployed. And what does Lunar Jedi have any damage? No, I don't think he has. And Michael is pitting. A good strategy call from him. And switching to the medium tire, so he will go for the soft medium tire strategy. And Rob has just left the session, unfortunate for him. And we have DRS enabled and Cheap Skills. Does he get a drive through? Yes, he has. So does TGW. Not Irma. Won't be happy about that. He needs to pick up some points for the constructor standings. And Irma is getting hunted by Max Ball. No time penalties have been given so far. And Max is really closing in to Irma. And we're going to have a look, but Max Bell picking up some DRS on Irma. I don't think he's close enough, but Yuri is close enough to Max. Let's see if Yuri can close up the gap. He is closing in, already into P4. Yuri is definitely flying around this track. Oh, Max Bell runs wide. This will allow Yuri to get the overtake done into turn 4. but he's not close enough. And Irma gets a 3-second time penalty. The first driver to grab the time penalty. And Cheap Skills just took his drive through. But we're going to stay on ball with this three-way battle for P2. Yuri has a good exit. Will be close enough. Yuri on the inside now. He's not close enough. He's waiting. Now we're heading into the castle section. And we have another good exit from Yuri. Now, can he close up on him? He's really close to Max Bell. And he's going side by side now with Max. Heading into turn 1. Will there be an overtaking move by Yuri? He's low on the RS, but he gets the move done. But Max is still on the inside now, leaving space, but he gets the move done. What an overtake from Yuri. And Yuri moves up to P3. And this is a great achievement for him so far. He's already into P3, starting from P12. And Melly's at the back of Quoker. Quoker runs wide. Melly is closing in to Quoker. Can Melly get the overtake done? No, he has not a good exit. And Quoker had a great exit out of there. But look at Yuri. Yuri is really chasing down Irma. And Yuri gets the fastest lap. Yuri is definitely aiming to have some overtaking on Irma. Yuri is closing in. Yuri is closing in. Will he go for the move? Late braking, but he's not close enough to make the move. But he is closing in. And definitely will have a go at the next turn. Picking up some DRS again. Irma has no DRS. Will this be an overtaking opportunity for Yuri on the outside now? But Irma brakes late. And Yuri goes for the switchback move. Yuri has a good exit. And Apollo Aston is in the wall as well. So we have 10 drivers left in this session. Well, Yuri is flying. Really great from Yuri. Great racing from him. Just waiting for the right moment to get the overtake done. He's just staying right behind Irma. And the leader, Damien, is pitting. And this will allow Yuri to get the overtake on Irma. Irma knows he just needs to sit back and don't do anything stupid. Yuri is looking very quick around this track. And another battle on our boards with Mali and Quoker. Mali has got the overtake done on Quoker. Now he needs to defend from him. Look at Quoker, he is really looking to have a go on him. And Yuri gets another fastest lap. But Irma picks up the DRS now and Max is in the pits as well. Which tire is he choosing? Max is going to switch to the medium tire compound or fresh soft. Max is going for the fresh soft tire, so Max is going for the soft medium strategy. Well, Damien just gets past Lunar Jedi, who is on 8 lap old mediums. Unfortunately for him, he had some issues at the start of the race. Our current championship leader. And Irma is still sticking with Yuri, who runs wide. And we have a battle for the lead between Yuri and Irma. And Yuri dives in the pits. Well, Irma is still continuing. So Irma is still continuing his current stint. Well, Michael, oh, Michael really loses his braking point. And now it's closing in to Lunar Jedi. Max Bell picks up a 3-second time penalty. And Michael is not picking up the DRS. And we have Yuri, who has pitted for the medium tires, with Lunar Jedi right behind. Lunar Jedi on the inside now with Yuri. Yuri has made the overtake and has already pitted. A really great move from Yuri. Brave racing from both of them. And Yuri definitely has the pace on those fresh mediums. Now he is starting his hunt to Damien, who has pitted 1 lap earlier. And Michael is still stuck behind Lunar. He made his pit stop really early, so the advantage on the tires is, and we have Mally and Irma both pitting, and Irma just lost a lot of time by pitting that late. And Michael is going for an overtake on Lunar Jedi on the outside now. And both side by side. Oh, runs wide. Michael gets pushed a little bit wide there, but he still picks up the DRS. Lunar Jedi defending the inside. Now Michael, can he get the move done on the outside? Yes, he has. What a move by Michael. And he gets the move done on Lunar Jedi, our championship rival. Our championship leader, sorry to say that, but he is struggling on those 10 lap old mediums. But well, what will his strategy be? Will we go on the hards after this stint? We will really find out. Current penalty situations: Lunar Jedi 3 seconds, Max Bell 3 seconds, Irma 3 seconds, and Melly having 3 seconds of penalties. And the current tire situations are Max Bell really closing in to Lunar Jedi. He's closing in, and now take a look on the outside where Max Verstappen did it as well on Valtteri Bottas. Oh, side by side, Lunar Jedi runs a bit wide and gets pushed wide, and this will allow Irma to get the overtake done as well. And now Irma is right behind Max on the inside now. Max is on the soft tire, but Irma gets the inside line and gets the overtake done on Max. Irma will be very happy about that. And Yuri picks up a 3-second time penalty as well, but is really close and in the DRS range of Damien, who just picked up a 3-second time penalty. And Damien is really confident on his ERS at the moment. But will Yuri be able to get the overtake done on Damien? Damien and Yuri are the ones to watch. And Yuri is picking up the DRS within 5/10. But will that be close enough for the move? Not close enough for Yuri. And he has a good exit now. Will this be enough? 3/10, 2/10. And on the outside now of Damien doing a switchback move. And doing another switchback, but great defending from Damien. And Damien keeps in front. And we have another battle. Irma picks up another time penalty. And is closing in to Michael. He has a good exit now, and this will close him in on the main straight. He's closing in to Michael had a bit of a moment, and that will allow Irma to definitely get the overtake done. The DRS is only needed for him to get the overtake done. Easy overtake from Irma. And now moves up into the podium positions again. A lot of battles on track, and now this will Damien. Will Damien be able to get the move done? No, both low on their ass. They're fighting for their lives here. And Yuri is still in front, and Damien is backing off. And Max Bell is closing in to Michael as well. Let's have a look at Max. Will he be able to get those softs at the right temperature and have a good exit to get some overtaking done? Michael has not picked up a penalty just yet. So he will need to fight for his life. And Lunar Jedi is in the pits. Let's see which tire strategy he will be choosing. And Lunar Jedi is going for softs. So he will definitely go for the medium soft strategy. Medium soft soft. And Cheap Skills is now passing him. And we're going to follow Max Bell, who is definitely closing in. And the pace of Yuri and Damien is just insane compared to the others. Max Bell on those soft tires is really closing into Michael. Is he able to get some overtaking? Oh, we have Quoker spinning around in the castle section. Unfortunate for him. But Max is closing in to Michael. He had a moment. And Lunar Jedi gets the move done on Cheap Skills. And now it's up for Lunar Jedi to grab those points. And needs to close the gap to Quoker. But on those fresh soft tires, he should close the gap. And Michael is still putting the pressure on Irma. But will Irma be able to defend? And Michael is picking up the DRS now on Irma. He is going to close in. He's on 11 lap old mediums compared to Irma, who is on 4 lap old mediums. But we all know that Irma has 6 seconds of penalties. So Michael doesn't need to take too many risks. And Damien is really struggling to keep up with Yuri. Look at Max. Is Max going to be able to get the overtake done on Michael? He is closing in, late braking, but not close enough. Michael runs wide, and this will allow Max Bell to have a good exit. Not good enough. And Lunar Jedi gets the fastest lap on track. And we have a great battle on our boards between one of the top drivers of this tier, between Irma, Michael and Max Bell. But look at Max, he is really confident taking those corners. And Irma is losing a lot of time to Damien. But Max is now picking up the DRS on Michael, who hasn't picked up a DRS. He has picked up a DRS, so he's lucky for now. But Max is going to have a look on the inside now, but no. Late braking from Michael. Yeah, and this is the right time for Max to get the overtake done. Switches up to the DRS. Now really picking up the slipstream, and now gets a look on the inside. Side by side with Michael. And Max and Michael are side by side. Clean battle so far. But Michael kept it. So good defensive move from Michael Tip, who has defended from Max, who's running on 8 lap old soft tires. And we're halfway on this Grand Prix, with Yuri definitely having amazing pace. Has 6 seconds of penalties. Damien has 3. Irma has 6 as well. Michael has no penalties, and so Quoker. And Yuri is just driving an excellent race so far, with driving from the back. Michael Tip is defending from Max, but look at this. Max is just waiting and is now getting caught up by Mally, his teammate. Will there be team orders? Michael, who made an early pit stop, is really struggling on those tires now. And look at Mally just right behind Max. Will there be coming some team orders at the Alfa Romeo team if Max isn't able to pass? And look at Mally, he is really pushing the heart out of his teammate. Oh, and we have Michael in the pits, losing a lot of time. A great choice from him to decide to go into the pits. And he's switching to new medium tires. And Lunar Jedi is even going to pass him. And Lunar Jedi is just really closing in to Quoker. And the Alfa Romeo. Oh no! The Alfa Romeos have collided. And this will allow Quoker to get a move on Mali. Mali will be furious. What was supposed to be a good battle between the teammates, Max is not going to allow some team orders. And Quoker is not picking up a penalty, so he is currently in P4 as it stands. And he will switch to the soft tire at the end. The others, Max Bell is pitting. 5-second time penalty for driving, speeding in the pit lane. And Mali is closing in to Quoker. And how many penalties does Mali has? 6 seconds, so Quoker just needs to defend. Or if he has the traction, he just needs to stay within the 6 seconds of penalties from Mali. Quoker is driving a great race so far. After that spin at the start of the race. Mali is really having issues with the dirty air coming from the car of Quoker Oat. The only battle on track so far is between Mali and Quoker. Let's see if Mali can close up on Quoker. He has the DRS and DRS enabled. Will that be enough for an overtaking move? Mali is going for the move on the outside now on Quoker. And Mali gets the move done, but Quoker still on the inside. And Mali gets the overtake done, but Quoker is going to have a look on the switchback. And Mali picks up DRS. And side by side they go, but Mali has the DRS. And Quoker on the inside. What a battle between these two. What a awesome battle so far between Quoker and Mali. Definitely showing some skills here. But most importantly, they are clean. And that's good to see. And Damien is in the pits. He will definitely choose for the medium tires. The softs will not last till the end. So Damien is going for a soft medium strats. And Yuri is still continuing on his current stint. And Mali is in the pits as well. And Lunar Jedi is just right behind Damien. But Lunar Jedi needs to make another pit stop. But look at Lunar Jedi. He just needs to close in. Let's have a look at the current tire situations. With Yuri 12 lap old medium tires, Irma 11 lap old medium tires, Quoker 12 lap old mediums, Damien on the fresh mediums, and Lunar Jedi on the 7 lap old softs. And he's losing a small amount of time. Oh, Lunar Jedi, a little bit of a moment there. But he still picked up the DRS and is still in charge for overtaking Damien, but Damien has the speed, we all know. It will be a tough task for Lunar Jedi to get the overtake done on Damien, but never count out our championship leader. Will Lunar Jedi be able to get the overtake? I'm not sure if he can, but he's really looking confident. Locking up his tires. And Damien is closing in to Quoker. Still a great performance from Yuri so far. He is currently in the pits. The leader of this race is currently in the pits. Let's see which tire he will be choosing. He is going for the fresh soft tires, and this will allow Irma to retake the lead. And Quoker, will he get in front of Yuri? It will be very close. No, it will not be very close because Yuri is still in P2 and is still on the soft tire. So easy win for Yuri today if he keeps it on track. Look at Lunar Jedi, he is really closing in to Damien. Even on those old soft tires, he is able to compete with Damien on the fresh mediums. Interesting, interesting, interesting. With the both AlphaTauris running at P1 and P2 in qualifying. Now we have a very interesting twist to the race with Yuri starting from the last position and Irma is still continuing. And Lunar Jedi is in the pits for some fresh soft tires. Definitely. Yes, he is. So we're definitely going to see some racing. Lunar Jedi definitely going to close up on Mali. We have 11 laps to go. But look at Damien, who is closing in to Coker. He's pretty stuck behind him. And I think the soft, medium, soft strategy will be one of the quickest. If your tires will be able to keep it. Then we have Irma in the pits, switching to soft as well. And this will allow Yuri to get the fastest lap and retake the lead. With Damien on a 7-second gap. And the penalties are currently 6 seconds to 8, and Michael having no penalties. But Michael needs to really push up to close in on the guys in front. No penalties for him so far, so this might help him at the end of the race. And look at Lunar Jedi already really chasing down Quoker. We have a battle between our championship rival and the P3 contender. Cheap Skills gets a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corners. And look at Lunar Jedi, he is closing in to Quoker. And Quoker defending the outside, now Lunar Jedi is on the inside. And he gets the move done. And now that moves Lunar Jedi to P7. Interesting strategy from the Ferrari driver. He started on the mediums, now is on the soft tires, but Quoker has no penalty, so he doesn't need to take too many risks. And Michael is still within 1.2 seconds of Irma. And look at Yuri, he is flying away on those soft tires. We don't have a lot of laps to go, and Yuri is just really confident on the pace he had. Starting from the back, he is just doing a last to first challenge, which is really good to see from him. And I think we have Mally having a 9-second time penalty just right behind his teammate. Will he be able to get the overtake done? Let's have a look at the current tire situation between both of our Romeo drivers. They have 7-lap old mediums against the 5-lap old mediums of Mally. Will Mally be able to get the overtake done? They had some issues during the race, but will Mally be able to get the overtake done on Max? He has the pace. Oh, another penalty for him. That's not gonna be in favor for him at the end of the race. But still, Lunar Jedi is closing into the guys in front of him as well. And Mally gets the overtake done on Max, and they're still going side by side. But a little bit of a moment there that will allow Max to get the switchback move. But Mally is picking up the DRS from the first sector. And Lunar Jedi is now joining the party, with Quoker Oat also joining the party. And Quoker has no penalty, so Quoker doesn't need to take too many risks at this stage of the race. So the soft medium strategy is not gonna work out. Look at Lunar Jedi on the inside now of Max Bell. Max Bell runs wide. And we're going to have some trailing end of this race between 4 drivers. Lunar Jedi picks up another penalty, but he is already side by side now with Max Bell. And let's have a look. Current penalty situations. Lunar Jedi having 9 seconds of penalties, with Max Bell having 8 seconds of penalties. Max Bell choosing the outside line. Lunar Jedi choosing the inside line and gets the move done. What a move by Lunar Jedi. And he is now into P6. Really showing what pace he got as a championship leader. And look at Quoker Oat. He is now side by side with Max Bell. And he's already overtaking him into the first corners. And what a great battles we have seen so far in this tier. Really great racing from everyone who is attending today. With Lunar Jedi really closing into Mally. Max Bell picks up another penalty. And the only driver who is really happy about all those penalties is going to be Quoker. He will jump Lunar Jedi and Mally on track. And Michael is going to jump Irma if he stays within the 6 seconds. And a little bit of weaving there from Mally, but Lunar Jedi is definitely picking up the DRS. And the ERS, of course. And gets the move done already. So Lunar Jedi is on a charge. Already into P5, our championship leader. If it stays like this, he is going to not extend his championship lead, but he will keep his championship lead. As I said before, I think the difference between Lunar Jedi and Irma is 12 points. And let's see who has the fastest lap. It's Yuri who has the fastest lap, and Lunar Jedi has the second fastest lap, so he will not gain a point from that. And if it stands like this, Lunar Jedi will finish in P5 and Irma will finish in P4. So this will mean that, no, sorry, Lunar Jedi will finish in P6 and Irma will finish in P3. So the difference between the points will be 15 against 12, 10, 8. So Irma will win 8 points, where the difference is 12. So there will be a 8-point lead for there will be a 4-point lead for Lunar Jedi after this session, if it stays like this. And I think it will stay like this, with Yuri really dominating. A really crazy race from Yuri so far. He did just what was asked from him. He was just really quick around this track. And we still have a battle ongoing between Quoker. Mally gets another penalty, so he has 15 seconds of penalties, which is not going to be happy about his performance so far, with Max Bell even closing in on him. If he stays within the 4 seconds of Mally, he even will get to jump him. And Cheap Skills is not going to be able to jump him as well. But let's look at Quoker. Will he be able to get the overtake done on Mally even before the end? With 3 laps remaining on this circuit, we have Yuri currently in the lead. Really confidently race from him so far. He is definitely going to drag it to the win today, which is awesome. And we have a thrilling of a race today between our tier 3 drivers. A lot of battles ongoing, even with 12 drivers on the grid, which is good to see. Of course, the front runners are running away with it, but we have seen some excellent battles on track today, with having, most importantly, quick and clean battles. with Quoker Oat now really closing in to Melly, but Melly is still closing in to Lunar Jedi. But of course Melly knows he has 15 seconds of penalties. He just don't need to take too many risks. Melly is closing in, having a look on the inside now of Lunar Jedi. Lunar Jedi is just knowing that he doesn't need to take any risks. But because Melly is just going to be jumped back because of his penalties. Oh, and Quoker gets a 3-second time penalty. His first one. And he just needs to stay behind them. No hard feelings for him. And Michael had a moment. What are the tire situations for him? 14 lap old medium, so he's struggling a lot around this track at the moment. But he has no penalties, so he's safe and clear. And Irma will get that P2. I think he's within 3.3 seconds, so Irma will get 3 points extra. And that will mean that there will be a championship battle with only 1 point in front of Lunar Jedi. Has 1 point gap to Irma, which is amazing. And the last lap is ongoing with Yuri already 13.6 seconds away from the leader, from the guys. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Damien has lost it. Oh, Damien. And this will maybe even give Michael that podium. Michael can grab the podium of Damien. Oh no. What's going to happen in the last couple of laps? Damien will not be happy. Oh, Yuri is in the wall as well. What's happening with Yuri? Let's see. Yuri is going to cross the line in P1. Of course he is. In P1 he goes. And Irma finishes in second. A good race from him. Damien finishes in P3. But I think... No, Michael had a moment. What's happening? Michael is going to end up P3. Damien P4. Quoker in P5. Lunar Jedi P6. Melly 7. Max Bell in P8. Cheap Skills is going to finish in P9. And TGW is going to finish in P10. We have seen a thrilling race here at the Tier 3 round 12, with Irma really closing in on the driver championship. And if you may ask me, who is your winner and driver of today, it's going to be Yuri. He dominated. He just showed us what racing skills he's got, so he got my driver of today as well. Starting from the last, finishing in P1 is just amazing, especially in this tier. So a great race we've seen, with Yuri taking the win, with Irma finishing in second and Michael into P3. Yuri taking the fastest lap as well, so a great performance from the Dutch driver. So this was our end of a thrilling race, with Yuri taking the win and Irma finishing in second. Michael finishes up in P3. Damien P4 had a moment. He had some time to grab that podium spot, but he lost it on his own. Quoker into P5, Lunar Jedi in 6, Mali in 7, Max Bow in 8, Cheap Skills in P9, TGW in P10, and Apollo and Rob has just crashed out. So thank you for all watching, and I really enjoyed this race, and I'll see you next time.